Jared Padalecki rose to prominence shortly after he graduated from high school when he landed the part of Dean Forrester, a role he went on to play for 5 years on the beloved cult hit Gilmore Girls. The same year his stint on Gilmore Girls ended marked the start of his journey as Supernatural's Sam Winchester. Following the series finale of Supernatural in 2020, he made another shift to star in the CW's Walker, a reboot of Chuck Norris' iconic Walker, Texas Ranger. Even though this charismatic actor has been brightening TV screens for more than 2 decades, fans may not realize how much they don't know about him. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Jared Padalecki. He is kind of a genius. Born on July 19, 1982, Padalecki is extremely smart. He graduated magna cum laude from James Madison High School in 2000. 2 years earlier, he and his debate partner won the National Forensic League Championship in duo interpretation. Additionally, he ran for the Presidential Scholars Program in his senior year. Even though he was supposed to attend the University of Texas to major in engineering after high school, he opted instead to move to LA to pursue acting. First started. Although Padalecki had been taking acting lessons since he was 12, he had no real set plan for how to break through in the industry after deciding to pursue acting as a career and not go to university. At 19 years old, however, everything came together for him when he won Fox Broadcasting's 1999 Claim to Fame contest. As part of the win, he got to appear at the Teen Choice Awards, where he conveniently met an agent who was convinced Padalecki he could make it, either as a model or actor. That very same year, he landed a small role in the film A Little Inside, and only a short while later landed the iconic role of Dean Forrester on Gilmore Girls. He wasn't in the original Gilmore Girls pilot. Padalecki gained widespread recognition for his portrayal of the handsome, down-to-earth Dean on Gilmore Girls. But landing the role involved a bit of luck. That's because the role had already been filled in the pilot shot. The role of Rory's first love was originally played by Nathan Wetherington. At the time, Wetherington was in a good position to land the role of Anakin Skywalker, but he decided to withdraw his name from the process. Shortly after, he received a letter informing him he had been replaced in Gilmore Girls, and Padalecki stepped into the role of Dean. The original pilot never aired. However, there is online footage of Wetherington playing Dean. His Gilmore Girls character almost cost him a role on Supernatural. Fans can't imagine anyone other than Jared Padalecki playing Sam on Supernatural. He has done such a great job with the role, and he and Jensen Ackles have amazing chemistry. As it turns out, the fact that he was on Gilmore Girls meant he came close to not being cast on Supernatural. According to TV Guide, Padalecki and Ackles both auditioned for the role of Sam Winchester. However, the show's creator, Eric Kripke, was unsure about Padalecki portraying intelligent Sam due to the nature of the actor's role on Gilmore Girls. Padalecki said, "Eric's like, I've seen Gilmore Girls. We want Sam to be really smart. And so my manager had to go, well, my client is a National Merit Scholar." So, his manager told him to audition for the role as a very intelligent person and to turn down the charm. He explained, "My manager called me and was like, hey listen, don't be charismatic, don't be charming. Just be hyper-intelligent." So when I met Kripke, I felt like I was in this weird zone where I was trying to channel my inner David Duchovny or something. Of course, everything worked out in the end, as the actor went on to play Sam throughout the show's 15-year run. His injuries while filming Supernatural. The set of Supernatural was a dangerous place. In 2006, Padalecki sustained an injury on set that producers later had to incorporate into the show's plot. As producer Eric Kripke told TV Guide, Padalecki was working on Season 2 Episode 3 Bloodlust when his character was attacked by vampires. Falling backward, he landed awkwardly on his hand, breaking a bone. From Episode 5 to 11, he wore a cast both on screen and off, and his surgery occurred while Episode 6 was in progress. That wasn't his only injury during the show's run, though. He also sustained a dislocated shoulder while messing around with his co-star Osric Chow. That incident, however, happened much later in 2014. Then, again in 2014, Jensen Ackles accidentally stabbed him while they were filming a scene that involved a knife. A scary accident left him believing he was dead. During a 2017 fan convention, Padalecki and Supernatural co-star Jensen Ackles were asked if they'd ever had a near-death experience. Padalecki revealed he had, while filming Flight of the Phoenix in Africa in 2003. As he recalled, he was driving to set in the sand dunes of Libya when he took a corner too fast on the sand and did a sort of loop-de-loop and hit soft sand and hard sand and a berm and did a complete roll. After escaping the wreckage, which didn't explode as he'd been taught by movies that it would, he realized he'd miraculously suffered no injuries, save a tiny cut on the top of his foot. As he looked for his phone to let production know he'd be late, he suddenly had a shocking epiphany. He said, "I can't hear. There are no sounds, there are no birds, I can't find my phone, oh my God, I'm dead." He was sitting on the sand next to the car, kinda bummed that he was deceased when one of the producers drove up and informed him that he was alive. So long story short, I was not dead. He spent a whole day alone at Disney World when he was 8. At the 2019 Salute to Supernatural convention in Toronto, Padalecki recounted how he got lost at Disney World when he was 8 years old. Amid the crowded chaos familiar to all who have been to the iconic Orlando attraction early in the morning, Padalecki wandered off from his brother and Papa. Rather than panicking, he decided it was a great opportunity to explore the parks on his own. He said, "There was no way to get a hold of them, so I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on the monorail." He spent the day visiting Epcot Center and Universal Studios until he realized the gates were closing down. He then decided it was time to return to Disney World and look for his family. He couldn't find anyone, so he went to the exit by himself. There, he saw his grandfather crying his eyes out. His grandfather spent the whole day parked there in hopes of catching a glimpse of his grandson. He said, "He thought I'd been kidnapped, so he was waiting by the exit to see if someone tried to walk out with me." He is superstitious. As the stars of one of the longest-running sci-fi television Supernatural, both Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki have been asked many times about their own beliefs in the paranormal and their own superstitions. Padalecki revealed one of his biggest superstitions, stating, "Whenever I drive under a yellow light, I always kiss my finger and tap it on the roof of the car. And I do that when I get onto a plane as well." Personal struggles. In March 2015, Padalecki shocked his fans when he revealed that he had been having a long battle with depression. While leading a charitable effort to raise money and awareness for mental health issues, he opened up about his personal struggles to Variety, stating, "I, for a long time, have been passionate about people dealing with mental illness and struggling with depression or addiction or having suicidal thoughts. I, in the past, have had my own struggles of not being so happy with where I am in life, which is strange and I think it goes to show. Maybe a lot of people don't know this, but season 3, we were shooting an episode, and I went back to my trailer to get changed and just kind of broke down. It was then that he was officially diagnosed." He added, "It kind of hit me like a sack of bricks. I mean, I was 25 years old. I had my own TV show. I had dogs that I loved and tons of friends, and I was getting adoration from fans, and I was happy with my work, but I couldn't figure out what it was. It doesn't always make sense is my point. It's not just people who can't find a job or can't fit in society that struggle with depression sometimes." He taught his kids sign language. At a Supernatural convention, he revealed that he managed to help teach his kids sign language. Misha Collins also revealed that he did the same, which is a really neat thing to do. The pair of actors watched the PBS show Signing Time with their kids and encouraged them to pick up the language.